Okay, I'm out here with the Eachine Mini Mustang P51D Warbird, and I'm just doing a little experimenting with it today just to see what I can get it to do. I want to, one thing I've never done is tested the Intermediate Mode Gyro glide capability. So what I want to do, let's get it in the air. I'm going to set my timer. Let's get it in the air. And I'm just curious to see what kind of glide it has into the wind. We were supposed to have, we had forecast wind of 2 to 3 miles an hour today, this morning, and obviously it is not that. I haven't pulled out my wind meter, but I would say that it's probably 5 to 7 on the ground. Usually have considerably more, about 20 or 30 feet in the air. What I wanted to do, and I hope I don't get this, out of visual range too bad, but I just wanted to climb a little bit, get some altitude on it, and then cut the power and just use the rudder to steer it and see how long the gyro can maintain a glide on it. So I hope you guys can still see it up there. I'm getting ready to cut the power here, and I'm just going to use a rudder, steer it once I get it pointed into the wind. Okay, so power is cut. I'm just using rudder. There's no power on it whatsoever. It's going into the wind, going into the wind, using rudder, using rudder, using rudder. How about opposite rudder? Okay, well that wasn't too bad. It kind of lost it there. I couldn't keep it pointed into the wind with the rudder. I guess I need more rudder on it. But you saw that glide, right? I mean, that's pretty darn good for a little warbird. Let's try it one more time. We gain a little altitude here. Gain a little altitude. Gain a little altitude. Okay. There we go. Cutting power. Okay, so it's freewheeling right now. Giving it rudder, no power. Trying to keep it pointed into the wind. Trying to keep it pointed into the wind. Look at that. That is, okay, I'm going to bring it back now before I lose it. That is a pretty darn good glide, I think. I hope you guys could see that, but it glided for a long way without any power whatsoever. That is pretty slick. I've never tested that before. So that's pretty neat. Power's off right now. Now it does get to the point, if it gets too slow, it starts dipping the wing, and that's why I couldn't steer it the other direction. I couldn't steer it the other direction with the rudder. I just don't have enough rudder in it. I'm gonna have to fix that. There's no power in it right now. But that is pretty darn slick. It would probably be a better test if there wasn't any wind, because the gyro seems to lose it a little bit, when it gets askew to the direction of the wind. The gyro doesn't keep it pointed directly into the wind, and without enough rudder, I just couldn't keep it pointed into the wind without it powered up. So check that out. That stayed inverted for a ways. But what a fun plane. I like to come out here and experiment with these planes in intermediate gyro just to see what you can get them to do. And that is a lot of fun in itself, But what a blast. I have the F4U Corsair on the way. Don't know when it will be here, but I hope it arrives in the next couple of weeks. I can't wait to get that one in the air and see how it performs. I've gotten several posts from people who already have the F4 Corsair. Some people seem to like it better than the P51 Mustang. Some people feel that the P51 Mustang is better than the Corsair. So I definitely want to get it in the air and see how well it performs, especially in manual mode. Oh, I cut the power a little bit too much there. Alright, there's my timer. Let's bring it back around, get it pointed in the wind, and bring it back in. Okay. Got power almost cut. Ta-da! Okay. So that was pretty fun. I'm gonna put another battery pack in it, and maybe we'll do another test on that. See you in a bit. Okay, I got another battery pack in the Eachine Mini P51D, and make sure my prop's secured. Set my timer. Let's get it in the air. Okay, so this time I want to do it a little bit differently. I want to, if I can keep it out of the sun, that's the biggest problem, going the other direction. But I'm just curious. I want to gain some altitude on it, and then I want to see how well it glides going downwind rather than upwind. With a gyro, that might actually work better because it's going to have a little momentum to it, you know. So let's get it turned around. Okay, now power is off. Power is off. I think that is actually, I'm going to turn it around before I lose it. But you saw how well that was gliding. It actually worked better going downwind where the wind was pushing it forward than it did coming into the wind. That's pretty slick. Alright, I'm going to try that one more time. Go a little further out. Okay, let's turn it around. Power's off. It's just coasting. That is a pretty darn good glide for a Warbird going downwind. That is pretty slick. I've never done a gyro glide test on this plane until today. I'm pretty impressed with that. I'll have to try that with the Volantech Sport Cub 500 since it should have even more lift than this plane does. Look at that! You see how long that was inverted? That is awesome. Alright, let's slow it down a little bit. Bring it down. Just on the verge of tip stall there. Look at that. That was cool. I like to see how long I can hold it inverted rather than completing the loop. I found that if you have a little speed, it works a lot better. Check that out. That is cool. Yeah, so like I said earlier, if you just, you know, come out here with these planes in intermediate gyro mode and just kind of experiment with them. See what you can get the plane to do. You know, I've got quite a few flights on this plane, and I'm still, you know, discovering things that you could do with it. But what fun. I like the fact that it has such a good glide slope. Look at that. That is cool. I'm glad that this has such a good glide to it, because if you have to glide it back to you, you're running low on power. Obviously, it could do it. What a fun little plane. A little speed, get a little speed up. Check it out. That'll stay inverted for a ways before the gyro flips it back over in intermediate gyro mode. Oh, did you see that? That was almost a vertical stall. We'll try that again. Yeah, that is cool. I have so much fun with these little micros. And as you can see, you can fly them in wind, no problem there. But what a blast. Ah, I almost got a vertical stall there. Such a fun little plane. And speedy. Almost. Almost a vertical stall. Oh, there's my timer. Alright, let's shut off that timer. Alright, let's bring it in for a landing. We've got a crosswind. Oh, I knocked my prop off. I tried to gas it up there at the end because it looked like it was going to hit a little hard. And had a prop strike on the ground. But no worries, you just like get it centered here. Uh-oh. I think I got sand in the nose. Yeah. Okay. So we're all good again. Ready to go back in the air. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have so much fun with this plane. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.